Welcome world to the whole-in-one wellness idea. Whole-in-one. That means your body, your mind, and spirit are in the same place, if you will, perceiving, enjoying, feeling, wholeness of being. And that's way different than most people. Now I'll go through 3 stages in this demonstration: body, mind, and spirit. Your body is what you're feeling, your pain, possibly your pleasure, what gets you excited, what your cravings are, what your injuries are all about. Your mind is the attitudes that are attached to this. And obviously that relates to emotion. Emotion is actually the communication between the mind and the body. As Good as It Gets, that movie was. And that expression is a good summing up of what body, mind together are. Spirit, on the other hand, inspiration, feeling joyful, feeling love, is something that we need and is the most natural thing to us, and yet it's what we first disconnect from. And through this disconnection, all of our problems arise. So I'm going to introduce Ev Silk here. I'm going to stand up here. And Ev, I'm going to ask you a few questions about a few things. We're going to talk first of all about the body. Okay, and so everybody's looking at you and not me. When you feel sore, when anything has ever happened to your body, what does that bring up? What areas does that bring up?
Usually when I'm sore, I have pain throughout my neck and shoulders.
Neck and shoulders, okay. You ever had any kind of trauma there, a motor vehicle accident, any kind of falls or?
Not really. I just do a lot of work with painting and construction.
So kind of a repetitive...
Yeah, repetitive motion and constantly lifting heavy things, or constantly doing motions up and down with my arms where I have to stay in a still spot that's not a normal position.
Okay, and after a week of that, you're feeling kind of sore in your neck and in your shoulders. Now, and you're right-handed, eh?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to tune into Ev using not the right side, but the left side. The reason being, when I use muscle tests on the dominant side, that's the most well-trained side, and that can bypass important information about what's really going on here. Quick demonstration of that. Hold the arm here. This is the right side. And just make the statement, I can eat a whole chocolate cake and it wouldn't bother me.
I can eat a whole chocolate cake and it wouldn't bother me.
And that stays strong. I kind of doubt that. Now the same thing. I can eat a whole chocolate cake and it would not bother me.
I can eat a whole chocolate cake and it would not bother me.
And that's weak. Okay? Hold still. Strong to begin with. Whole chocolate cake.
Whole chocolate cake.
Weak. So bypassing the trained or willful side is the first step. There's a screen that's more advanced, and that will be something that I could teach people. But to use a non-dominant muscle test is a quick access to real information. Okay, so I'm going to use this test here, holding there, and I'm going to just touch into certain areas, starting with the neck. When I touch down in her lower neck on the right side, that goes weak. And the right side worked. Okay, so let's just have you hold that position. And now when I touch, it stays strong. So how do I sum that up? Well, that means that actually her work has kept her stuck there. And her body and her balance has accommodated that position. And that's probably from doing a lot of things like that.
That would make sense. Because
Okay.
I do a lot of ladder looking this way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move from the body. That's a pretty clear illustration of how a repetitive strain situation sets up pain and compromises our body. Or I get sick and it's like, this is the pits. What am I going to do? I've still got all these bills to pay. The whole solution, though, the wholeness of being, could handle all of that. And if we could get there on a day-to-day basis, through meditation, through a prayer, but just the actual feeling of I am accepting, fully present, loving, and that's my natural state, which is your natural state. If I could be there, I could actually do more anyway, accomplish more anyway. And that is the end of this story.